What's a conspiracy theory that you 1,000% believe in?
I know I'm going to lose followers for this, but I don't care. This is definitely the craziest conspiracy theory I believe in, and I'm going to let him say it.
Google was set up 18, 19 years ago. I knew about this before it was declassified. I'm just saying I have good sources. That they wanted to build a giant artificial system. And Google believes that the first artificial intelligence will be a supercomputer based on the neuron activities of the hive mind of humanity, with billions of people wired into it with the Internet of Things. And so all of our thoughts go into it, and we're actually building a computer that has real neurons in real time that's also psychically connected to us, that are organic creatures, so that they will have current prediction powers, future prediction powers, a true crystal ball. But the big secret is, once you have a crystal ball and know the future, you can add stimuli beforehand and make decisions that control the future.
Damn. Now, this is interesting, you know.
What is the government so afraid of? The U.S. Navy sets off a 40,000-pound bomb in the Atlantic Ocean, 100 miles from the coast of Florida, saying that it was only a military exercise. However, looking at the footage of the explosion, it definitely didn't seem like a regular military exercise. Furthermore, it's known that there are unknown creatures or aliens living deep in the ocean. So, could it be possible that it wasn't a military exercise, but a cover-up to take out a deadly threat in the ocean? With this suspicious military exercise, many are asking,
because NASA used to explore the oceans, but now they're just focusing on space. We still haven't explored a majority of the ocean, but we're looking at space. We gotta know what's down here first, man. What the hell is our planet? What the hell is on our planet? What the hell is in the oceans? I want to know.
Random facts that will instantly make you feel smarter. PT.5. People who stay up late are likely to be more intelligent than people who go to bed early. Gasoline triggers the region of the brain that's associated with pleasure. That's why people enjoy the smell of it. People who talk to themselves on a daily basis are less likely to have mental disorders.
Damn, I thought I was crazy. I be talking to myself all the time. I'm talking to myself right now.
One way to sweeten watermelon is to sprinkle salt on it. A person's height is determined by their father, and their weight is determined by their mother. More than 60% of men and women use Facebook to stalk their exes. It's estimated that Earth's helium will run out by 2030, and party balloons will cost about $90.
Well,
if you sit for more than 11 hours a day, there's a 50% chance you'll die within the next 3 years.
Yep. So get off your asses, man. Go hit the gym. Yo, welcome back to another video, man. And this one, I got some mind-blowing videos. We got some conspiracies, and then we also got some mind-blowing facts. So I'm very excited to get into this, man. Grab your popcorn, get your water, coffee, drinks, whatever. Let's do it.
Well, McDonald's may be spending a bit more of your time and getting your burger ready. Starting next year, the nation's largest food chain will be switching to fresh beef for its quarter-pounder burger. This is the chain's latest effort to win back customers.
Wait, so it wasn't fresh beef before? What are you saying right now?
That McDonald's burger you had yesterday, it wasn't just beef. There's a hidden ingredient they slip in, and most people have no idea what it's really doing in their food. When you bite into a chicken McNugget, you're probably thinking chicken, right?
I'm not gonna lie, man. I used to get those chicken nuggets often.
These golden nuggets are almost half breading and other stuff that definitely didn't come from a chicken coop. The ground chicken gets mixed with all those fillers, then molded into those familiar nugget forms. It's like chicken Play-Doh, except you eat it. And while we're talking about what's really in your nuggets, wait until you hear what McDonald's does with their burger patties. Moving from nuggets to burgers, the Big Mac seems like a step up. Those patties also contain preservatives and flavor enhancers that keep them tasting consistent.
Guys, and I did used to work at McDonald's, and everything was frozen. I don't think we ever prepared anything fresh.
What actually happens if you take a cold shower every day? Stage 1. As the ice-cold water hits, your vessels constrict and your nervous system snaps awake. It's intense, but it kills sleepiness instantly. Stage 2.
I don't know about that, man. I've taken a few cold showers, and I still felt sleepy after that.
Your body floods your vital organs with blood to stay warm. When you step out, that blood rushes back, clearing morning brain fog for good. Stage 3. Unlike hot water, the cold doesn't strip your natural oils. It locks in moisture, giving your skin that healthy, polished glow. Stage 4. It flushes out metabolic waste and kills inflammation. This is why athletes love the cold.
Yeah, I don't know why my guy was growling like that. This video definitely makes me want to take cold showers again. Comment below if you take cold showers.
Why not assume the universe is God?
I mean, it is in some technical sense.
It has to be. It's everything. The universe is everything, including God. If God is a real thing.
If you define God as the creator,
yes,
then you're right. From some point that we don't understand, by the way, the Big Bang, we don't even understand whether that was the origin of the universe. By the way, we understand that something interesting happened.
What is Sir Roger Penrose's? He has an
infinite cyclical universe.
Yes,
and he's trying to answer questions about the very special state of the early universe and why it was the way that it was.
So his model is an infinite contraction and expansion?
It doesn't really contract. It's called cyclical conformal cosmology or something. So it's essentially that it doesn't recontract. It's not one of those models where the universe expands and then recontracts and bounces like that. It's not one of those. It's somehow, he argues, that when you get to what we usually call the heat death of the universe, where even the black holes have evaporated away, you have conditions that begin to look perhaps like an origin of the universe again. What it does tell you is that we don't know why or how the universe got into the state that we call the Big Bang.
This shit can get pretty mind-bending. I'm not gonna lie. It's like a big mind fuck. But I do agree with what Joe Rogan was saying, that God is everything. Because even this water bottle I'm holding right now, that's God. Me, I'm God. You're God. Everyone that's watching is God. Everyone that's existing is God. The trees outside, the roads, the sky, everything, it's all from one thing, bro. So the earth is flat. Wake up. Now, of course, you can't get into conspiracy theories without flat earth. Interesting. You know what? I used to be obsessed with this theory, but ultimately I've come to the conclusion that the Earth is on a giant turtle.
1 in a billion coincidences. A man in New Jersey bought a bottle of orange juice for his wife, but she said it was too expensive and told him to return it. And when he did this, he used the leftover money to purchase 2 lottery tickets. And you won't believe what happens next. He actually won the $315 million jackpot. And this photo shows a guy catching the exact same fish 2 months after each other.
That's crazy.
This is the last surviving soldier from World War I. And what's crazy is he died at 111 years, 1 month, 1 week, and 1 day's years old. And the first person to die while constructing the Hoover Dam was this man, who died on December 20th, 1922. But coincidentally, the same exact day, just 14 years later, this person would be the last to die, also his son.
Oh, damn. Simulation, man. Simulation, bro.
Let's talk about light years, because this shit blows my mind. In simple terms, a light year is the distance light travels in 1 year. But let me show you some examples of why I think the whole concept of light years is insane. Recently, the Hubble telescope captured a supernova exploding in a distant galaxy that's 70 million light years away. So this means that this explosion happened 70 million years ago and we are just now seeing it. Let me give you another example. If you were on a planet that was 65 million light years away from Earth, and somehow had a big enough telescope pointed directly at Earth, through that telescope you would theoretically see dinosaurs roaming the Earth because dinosaurs were around 65 million years ago. If your mind isn't blown enough already, listen to this. Light takes 8 minutes and 20 seconds to travel from the sun to the Earth. That means that if for some reason the sun just disappeared, we wouldn't even know until 8 minutes and 20 seconds later.
So planets that's far away is actually looking into our past. So that means if we see a planet that's far away as well, we will see their past. That's interesting.
The most disturbing things ever said by astronauts. In 2003, Chinese astronaut Yang Liwei was the first person from China to go to space. He was sent up all alone when suddenly at one point during the mission, he hears a knocking sound on the outside of his spaceship. He recalls it as someone knocking the body of the spaceship, like hitting an iron bucket with a wooden hammer. He wasn't even able to recreate it, and to this day, experts have no idea what it could have been.
It was definitely Jehovah's Witness.
During the Apollo 11 mission in 1969, when Neil and Buzz were on the lunar surface, Neil Armstrong unexpectedly switches to a medical communication channel and spoke directly to the chief medical officer saying, and I quote, "They're here. They're parked on the side of the crater. They're watching us." This was revealed in a documentary by former NASA employee Ken Johnston, but the original recordings are of course highly classified. Rumored to be a part of the infamous Apollo 11 missing 2 minutes, where on record Mission Control lost radio contact with the astronauts due to technical difficulties. In another 1995 documentary interview, former NASA astronaut Franklin Story Musgrave claimed to have been followed by a white 8-foot-long snake floating through space, saying, quote, "On 2 of my missions, and I still don't have an answer, I have seen a snake out there, 6, 7, 8 feet long. He said it appeared rubbery and followed him for quite a long time, floating in or near Earth's stratosphere." In the same interview, Musgrave also cryptically states that other civilizations have been around for millions of years that are doing unimaginable kinds of things. But you know, they were probably all just joking.
Y'all still think the moon landing was fake? Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. But what I always have to question is like, why haven't we been back to the moon? And why do they say that we don't have the technology to go back to the moon anymore? When we went to the moon years ago when technology wasn't as advanced. That don't make sense to me.
Mars is the only planet, other than the Earth, that we will ever colonize. If you think about it, Mercury's too hot, Venus is really too hot, and the rest of them are made of gas. Perhaps the moons around the other planets we could. So Mars is the only planet we'll colonize beyond Earth. But it's an easy planet to colonize. It's got water in abundance below the surface, we're sure, or frozen in the ice caps. It's got all the minerals that we need to build a civilization. We have the technology to go and extract the water and turn the water into oxygen and hydrogen for us to breathe and to make rocket fuel, electricity, all the things we need. There's lots of iron there, all the stuff you need to build a civilization. So we know how to do it. So it's just whether we want to or when we want to. We have the rockets that can take us there. So anyone of your generation could walk on the surface of Mars.
So if we could just walk on Mars, why hasn't anyone done it yet? Just go on Mars, record some videos, put it on TikTok. You know what I'm saying?
The total number of people who have ever been born, number's about 100 billion. Now ask, how many total possible people can be born? Just look at the genome and rearrange it. You know, it makes tall people, short people, you know, dark-skinned people, light-skinned people, everybody in between. You can make all kinds of people with the human genome. In practical terms, no one who will ever be born will be identical to you. It's that we're the lucky ones. A point made by Richard Dawkins, more poetically than I can recite here. We're the lucky ones. We're the ones who get to die. Because you only get to die for having lived. Most people who ever exist will never even be born. No matter what your lot is in life, if you have a disease or you have cancer, you're crippled, whatever it is the thing, at the end of the day, you're alive.
The way I look at life is, I look at it as a vacation or some sort of school, because I don't think this is the end all be all, man. I don't think this reality is the end all be all reality. I think once we die, we go back to where we came from, or we go to another reality. Me personally, I felt like I wanted to be here to have this experience. So right now, I'm on Earth chilling, learning, doing what I love, doing my passion, and living my best life and experiencing all types of emotions and events and all that. Because I do think that we're all here to learn something, and then when we die, we just go back to where we came from.
Your hands can feel things so small. They're literally smaller than some viruses. Human fingers can detect textures as tiny as 13 nanometers.
My fingers?
That's 0.000000013 meters. Your eyes can't see that. Most microscopes struggle to show that. Your skin can feel it. Your fingertips don't feel objects. They feel vibrations. When you slide your finger over a surface, tiny ridges in your skin vibrate, and your brain decodes those vibrations into smooth, rough, metal, glass.
What kind of weed is my guy smoking?
Now here's the scale that breaks your brain. If your finger were the size of Earth, you could touch the planet and feel the difference between a house and a car on its surface. That means your sense of touch has a resolution so fine it can pick up differences across continents. Your hands are also faster than your eyes.
Well, I'll be.
The nerves in your fingers send signals to your brain in milliseconds. That's why you pull your hand away from heat before you consciously feel pain. And your fingerprints, they aren't for identification. They're grip amplifiers. They increase friction, improve sensitivity, and help your skin read the world in ultra-high definition. Your hands aren't just tools. They're precision instruments wired straight into your brain.
I ain't never thought about my hands like that. Damn. My guy, you amazing. Shit. I didn't know you was like that. Dab me up, man. Yes, sir.
This might sound crazy, but you're always 6 minutes away from dying, but breathing resets the clock. Curiosities that will blow your mind. You are actually paralyzed while you're dreaming. The love of your life is the first person that appears when you click on share and then WhatsApp.
They say you're paralyzed when you're dreaming. Am I ever paralyzed? I mean, sometimes I wake up paralyzed. But I don't necessarily believe that I'm paralyzed every time I dream, because sometime I'm dreaming, I could feel my body physically moving. I dreamt that I got shot in the back one time, and I could feel my body tense up like this in my bed. So it's like I'm dreaming, but I'm also aware of my physical body. I don't know what y'all call that.
You share your birthday with 120 million people, comment your birthday, and find people with the same birthday as you.
120 million people. So I was born on the 4th of July, guys. Who else got 4th of July birthdays? But comment down below, man.
Your eyes become literally flat after you die due to low blood pressure. You can actually die from laughing too hard for enough time.
Oh, shit. Hey. That's why you gotta watch my videos with caution. I don't want y'all dying out here, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not funny? Okay.
Girls actually take 14 days to fall in love, while boys only need 8 seconds.
Hey, man, shit, that's about right. We do fall in love pretty quick.
It is possible to count up to 999 without using the letter A. Before revealing the last one, follow me because you will look for my account, but you won't find it again. The ocean is actually a graveyard full of dead bodies, and every time you visit the beach, you actually swim in a water full of dead bodies.
I did not need to know that, my guy. So, shit, summer is right around the corner. I will be swimming. Shit, we ball.
Nikola Tesla had to have been a time traveler because the things he invented shouldn't have existed in his lifetime. He created AC electricity, the system the entire world still uses today. Your lights, outlets, chargers, all from Tesla. He could build machines entirely in his imagination, run them, test them, and find flaws without ever touching a tool. Engineers today still can't do that. In 1901, he tried to build a wireless power tower to send electricity through the air. He predicted smartphones, Wi-Fi, and self-driving cars before planes even existed. He built the first remote-controlled robot boat in 1898. People thought it was alive, so he had to open it up to prove it wasn't magic. Nikola dreamed of a world without wires. He built coils that could fire 20-foot lightning bolts. He once lit 200 light bulbs from 26 miles away wirelessly. And despite all of this, he sadly died broken alone, while the rest of the world ran on his ideas. And the government seized his research because even they didn't understand what he was building. He changed the world while being fully self-funded. So imagine what he could have achieved with modern equipment and good funding.
I remember seeing a video of someone talking about Nikola Tesla is actually not from Earth, that he's from Venus. I said, Venus? People can live on Venus? You know how hot Venus is? According to conspiracy theory, this is the actual Earth, and NASA's hiding it from us.
Top 3 random facts you don't know. Number 1, do you know if you throw any plastic item into the ocean, it will eventually end up in one place? That place is called the zone of trash, where there are more than 1 trillion pieces of plastic. This area is so large that an entire country like United States could fit inside it. It was first discovered by a sailor in 2005, and cleaning efforts began around 2015. But even today, it is still just as massive. Number 2, what would happen if you threw an ant from a 100-story building? Would the ant die? Actually, as soon as you drop it from the building, air resistance will slow down its speed. And because of its very small weight, the gravitational force acting on it is also very low. That's why, even after falling from such a great height, the ant won't really be affected at all. Number 3, did you know a nuclear bomb was once used to seal a well? This happened back in the 1960s when gas was continuously leaking from a well. The gas accidentally caught fire, and it couldn't be extinguished even with water. So engineers placed a nuclear bomb underground. When it exploded, the shock wave sealed the well, and the gas leakage finally stopped.
Smart.
You ever feel like jumping off a moving truck? A lot of people make the mistake of jumping forward, but doing that actually makes your speed even faster than the truck itself, meaning you're almost guaranteed to break 4 or 5 bones. Instead, you should jump in the opposite direction of the truck's movement. That way, your speed relative to the ground will be lower, and you might actually land safely. If you ever crash into an electric pole and it falls on your car, the moment you try to step out, you'll get an electric shock. That's because touching both the car and the ground at the same time makes the current flow through you. The only way to escape is to jump out of the car without touching it again. But if you accidentally take even 1 step forward, you'll still get shocked. To avoid this, you need to keep your feet together and slowly shuffle forward.
Interesting.
Rare photos and videos that will blow your mind. This is the dragonhead caterpillar, larva of the lobster moth. Those horn-like projections aren't weapons. They're a clever disguise to scare predators by mimicking a tiny dragon.
So then
here's the
dragons down
Stokes
there?
sea snake, one of the most venomous snakes on Earth,
Bro, snakes
colliding
creep
with
me
its
out so
loyal
bad.
pilot fish crew at the Great Barrier Reef. This is an Amish hay rake, a horse-drawn tool that gathers cut hay into neat rows, making it easier to dry and later collect for storage. These sparkling blue dots are actually scallop eyes, up to 200 tiny lenses that detect light and motion, helping it sense predators and survive. This strawberry grew extra leafy sepals, a rare mutation called fasciation that alters normal fruit growth. That circle on the floor isn't damage. It's a fossil of a sea creature preserved for millions of years. This giant is a Turkish Kangal, one of the world's largest dogs, famed for guarding livestock with power and loyalty.
Damn.
A
It's a
rare
big-ass dog.
two-headed tortoise. This happens because of a condition called bicephaly. A blade of grass pierced through an aloe leaf. Nature's persistence finding a way to grow. This elevator's triangular cabin is a rare space saver. It's custom built to fit into tight stairwells by firms like Dazen in China. This autumn
I'm
leaf
not going
shows
inside
fading
that.
chlorophyll, revealing yellow carotenoids and red anthocyanins in stunning layers. Old unused keys welded together, transformed from scrap metal into creative recycled art. A cat hiding under a car lines up with exhaust pipes, creating the illusion of giant round sunglasses. These giant hands in Venice are Lorenzo Quinn's Support, a sculpture warning of rising seas and climate change. Captured head-on, this gull's wings curve like horns, turning a simple flight into a cartoonish illusion. This boy's Nike backpack isn't designer, it's handmade from cardboard, showing pure creativity. A polar bear climbs onto a ship's bow in the Arctic, a breathtaking encounter between wildlife and humans. Right under a no smoking within 50 feet sign, this man grills with open flames, irony at its finest. This Volkswagen Beetle was stretched into a limo with extra doors and 4 rear wheels, a rare custom build. This looks like wood, but it's stone, a tree turned to crystal over millions of years.
Damn, I thought that was a decayed meat or something.
This abandoned pier building with peeling paint and faded colors tells silent stories of a once busy port. This tree grew into a perfect ring, likely shaped by grafting or training its branches over years. Portugal's initiation well, a spiral used in secret rites, symbolizing the path from darkness to light. This strange mushroom is called the dog stinkhorn. It smells like rotten meat to attract flies, which spread its spores.
Damn. My guy found an excellent way to spread his seed.
The average person produces about 23,658 liters of saliva in a lifetime.
Damn.
This is enough to fill 2 swimming pools.
Damn.
Here's some facts about us humans you probably did not know. Only very few people already know the last one, but we are all guilty of the action. There's someone that loves you secretly. It's the third person that appears when you click share and then WhatsApp.
That person don't love
The
you.
human brain generates about 50,000 thoughts per day, which means you have around 35 to 48 thoughts per minute. There is a condition known as foreign accent syndrome, where a person suddenly starts speaking with a foreign accent due to brain damage or neurological disorders.
I remember that one video of this lady speaking in a Chinese accent.
Battery charger.
Battery charger.
Sarah Colwell from Plymouth, in England, is a dead-set Pom, who now sounds like she's from Shanghai.
It wasn't until I was in the ambulance on the way to the hospital, she actually said, "Are you aware of the way you're speaking?" And I said, "Oh, I sound like I have a slur." And she said, "No, you sound like you could work at a Chinese restaurant."
You sound just like the Chinese people at the Chinese restaurants, man. You want egg wall? 10 minutes egg wall?
Humans have a unique bone called the hyoid bone, which is the only bone in the body not connected to any other bone. Your nose can remember around 50,000 different scents.
Damn.
That's why certain smells can trigger vivid memories.
Damn, the nose got a lot of storage.
The human eye can distinguish approximately 10 million different colors. Did you know on average humans spend about 6 months of their lives waiting in line?
That's crazy. Shit, might be more if you fly regularly in your life.
You don't still think that the Avengers are the good guys, do you?
Unmasking the Avengers.
That's cute. Well, I want to fill you in on something. You see, the Avengers movies are biblical, and the Avengers are the fallen angels. And Thanos up there, well, he's their inverted, perverted version of God. Because the entertainment industry isn't run by who you think it is. And it's not for the purpose that you think it is. No, it's predictive programming, and it's mind control. And like I said, these Avengers movies, they're biblical in nature. And I'm going to show you. You see, the Avengers series starts out with Thanos' minions coming down from space or the heavens. And the fallen angels, aka the Avengers, have to fight off all these minions invading their territory. Well, because Earth is the fallen angels' dominion. They're stuck here. They're trapped here. They got banished here for betraying God. And like I said, everything's perverted in the entertainment world. So the minions and Thanos and all the bad guys in the movies, that's a representation of us, humans, and God.
I don't know, man. This one might be a little bit of a stretch. What y'all think? And I'll still be watching that new Avengers movie. You think aliens are living in the ocean? Them aliens? That's not real. What do you mean they aren't real? We are the only life in the universe. Really? There's no way that we're the only ones that's in the universe. Our galaxy itself is huge. The Earth is like a tiny grain of sand on a beach. On top of that, we have multiple universes. So there's no way we're the only ones.
Here's something that will blow your mind.
We never really
When people say we've searched the universe for aliens, the truth is almost embarrassing. If the entire cosmos were a table stretching across eternity, the part we've actually examined is the size of a single coin sitting on that surface. That's our search area. That's our certainty. And it gets even crazier. Imagine the universe as a limitless ocean. All the galaxies, all the stars, all the planets, they're the water. Now imagine us dipping one single glass into that ocean, looking inside, not seeing a whale, and confidently declaring, yeah, there are no whales anywhere. That's exactly how tiny our exploration has been.
Damn.
We're talking about a cosmos with trillions of planets, billions of stars older than the sun, and distances so huge that light itself takes ages to cross them. And here we are, peeking at one glass of cosmic water and acting like we've solved the biggest question in existence. If anything, the silence isn't proof of emptiness. It's proof of how early we are in the search.
See, that definitely puts in perspective how big the universe actually is. two oceans meeting. Huh. Never seen that before. Rain falling in one spot. Imagine that being your house. Pollen. Damn. A lot of people about to sneeze now.
How things actually work. Did you know that the cat's back paws step in the same place as the front paws?
I did not know that.
They do it is to prevent them from stepping in dangerous places.
Huh. Okay.
That's cause the front paws have already checked the territory first.
Damn.
Am I the only one who never noticed that before?
I never noticed that either. You're not the only one, my guy.
You believe that there are many, many universes, and that even if this one fades out, that there's other ones that are starting fresh right now, and there's an infinite number of them, and they're just constantly in this never-ending cycle of birth and death?
I think most likely, this is just about probability, there are many, many simulations. These simulations are, you might as well call them reality, or you could call them the multiverse.
These simulations, you believe, are created? Like someone has manufactured?
They're running on the substrate.
So
that substrate is probably boring.
Boring?
Mm-hmm.
How so?
Well, when we create a simulation, like a game or a movie, it's a distillation of what's interesting about life. You know, like it can take a year to shoot an action movie, and then that's all distilled down into 2 or 3 hours. So let me tell you, if you see an action movie being filmed, it's boring, super boring. There's like lots of takes. Everything's in a green screen. Looks pretty goofy. Doesn't look cool. But once you add the CGI and have great editing, it's amazing. So I think most likely, if we're a simulation, it's really boring outside the simulation. Because why would you make a simulation that's boring? You make a simulation way more interesting than base reality.
That is, if this right now is a simulation.
Yes.
That's actually a good point. That is very interesting. Wherever we came from, I feel like we want to be here to experience all of this. The good and the bad, all of it. And I wouldn't necessarily say it's boring, but maybe it's just different. It's almost like going on a roller coaster. You know, you want to experience that thrill, that ups and downs. So maybe it's a little bit boring, huh? Reasons I can't sleep at night.
Reasons why I can't sleep at night, part 13. There is anywhere between 100 to 400 billion stars in the Milky Way. But then, hold on, get this.
Damn, in the
most of
Milky
those
Way
stars
alone.
have planets, right? Which means there's anywhere between 800 billion to 3 trillion planets in this galaxy. But then out of those planets, at least 300 million are potentially habitable. Oh, you thought I was done. No, that's one galaxy, right? There are anywhere between 100 billion to 2 trillion galaxies in the universe. My brother in Christ, that is at least 1 billion trillion stars. Remember, most of those stars have planets, right? Which means there might be hundreds of billions of trillions of planets. And out of those planets, 10 million trillion might be habitable. Oh yeah, and on top of all that, depending on which quantum physicist you ask, there might be an infinite number of universes. Yet I would bet every single penny I have ever made or will ever make that the both of us know somebody who does not believe in aliens. We have never been and will never be alone in this universe or the multiverse. Yeah, I'm done.
Like all of that, and we still gotta pay bills, man. We still gotta pay to live on this planet. Great.
Things Human Were Never Meant to See, Part 20.
They strapped a camera to a shark and look what it captured. As you can see, the camera is attached. Now as the shark goes deeper in the water, you won't believe the shocking sighting it caught. Wait for it. Look closely.
Okay, I'm looking. I don't see nothing.
Is that a mermaid?
Oh, is that real? Is this real? that a little mermaid right there? Listen, man, if mermaids and sirens do exist, good for them. Ain't got nothing to do with me, you know what I'm saying? Got nothing to do with me. But anyways, man, this is the end of this video. If you did enjoy this, man, and you would like to see me make some more, let me know in the comments, man, and I got y'all. But stay tuned tomorrow for the next video, and I'll see y'all, man. Peace out.
Vibes. She's so seductive with them hips, seductive when she dips, seductive with them lips. I'm trying to get a taste. Seductive with them hips, seductive with them lips. Seduction make her drip. She a 10 in the